This is a review of the Kyocera Hydro from Boost Mobile. So what the Kyocera Hydro features is a 3.5-inch touchscreen display with Android 4.0.4 ice cream sandwich installed. What the Kyocera Hydro also features is a QVGA screen with a 3.5mm headphone jack on the top of the phone, along with a micro USB port on the top of the phone also. On your left hand side of the phone is your volume rocker here. Near the bottom of the phone is your microphone for speaking on the phone. 4 touch buttons here, right here. On your right side of the phone is a power off, power on, and lock key. And on the back is a 3.2 megapixel camera with LED flash, which is a wonderful installation, along with your speaker. This phone is also waterproof, and it features this kind of lock to access the battery, which features a 1500 milliamp hour battery. And also behind the battery is your micro SD card, and it supports up to 32 gigabytes. As I mentioned before, this phone features Android 4.0.4, which makes this phone the cheapest one to get with this kind of operating system at $129.99 without a contract, without any kind of taxes installed, and except for your monthly bill of $55 with shrinkage down to $40 in about 18 months. You pay your phone bill on time every 6 times. Your phone bill will go down by $5 to $40 in about 18 months. So the difference between this phone compared to many other phones let me give a difference between Android 2.3 and 4.0. You have a much improved interface here with your essentials on the bottom of the screen, which you can also change to your liking. Also changes to the phone controls on the top of the phone. Google search is now permanently affixed to the screen on your 5 home screens. Also, when you go to messaging, there's also a change as compared to Android 2.3. If I can also do a test message here and show to you how the text messaging on the Kyocera Hydro is like, I am going to type the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog right now. Okay, if you can see that, my camera doesn't focus, so I apologize for this. But there were a few mistakes, but typing on this phone on the touchscreen is very easy to do. And this phone, as you can imagine, also comes in with swipe, and that's also very easy to use also. I also want to mention, if you heard the strong vibrations while I was typing the text message, that's called haptic feedback. And out of all the Android phones that I've had over the course of a year and a half, this phone has the strongest haptic feedback, and also has the most reverb to my fingers when I'm typing, which also is pretty pleasing. It's not overbearing. It's actually makes me feel like I'm typing a accurate text message, if I can put into terms like that. This phone also features a feature from Sprint called ID, and basically you can customize the phone to your liking. Basically, Right now I have the Essentials pack because basically I like to check my weather. I like to check the news really fast. I like to check. I like to download applications, a lot of applications, and you can also do other things also. There's also a bunch of other ID packs that you can install. Um, it's probably about 50 to 100 ID packs, and they're always adding some. And I think that's a wonderful feature. It makes life easier for you. This phone also comes with the Eco mode. So basically, what Eco mode is if you are wanting to conserve battery life, all you have to do here is press the Eco button and it'll automatically select what kind of Eco level you are looking for. Right now it's on Auto Eco, so basically it customizes the settings basically to the surroundings of your area. Basically, if the room has a lot of light, it's gonna dim a little bit more, or if the room has poor lighting, it's going to brighten up a little bit. And then you have the more hardcore eco, where basically you're just you're down to bare bones, and it even changes the wallpaper behind you to make it more battery efficient, so your battery lasts longer, which I think is also a wonderful feature. Is basically if you're nowhere near a charger, or if you don't have access. So I know you guys are wondering what the internet on this phone is going to be like, and I'll show you that right now. Going on the browser here, I'm going to go on google.com, on the Boost Mobile network, which is also powered by Sprint. Lightning fast. That is very fast. That Sprint network is wonderful on your Boost Mobile phone. Alright, so after you guys have learned about the internet speed on the Kyocera Hydro, it's time to talk about the more important things. First, we're going to talk about calling. Calling on this phone is very clear. I'm able to clearly distinguish what the other person is saying. What the other person is saying to me is very clear, even in low bar situations. Like right now, I only have 2 bars, and the person I was speaking to at the time, when I was speaking to the other person at the time, I only had 1 bar. So basically, calls are not a problem. Text messages, not a problem either. Text messages get sent very fast. Even picture mail gets sent very fast, and it's a wonderful experience. Overall quality of the phone is also very good. Basically, had little to almost no signs of lag whatsoever at all. Even when I'm running a lot of apps like I was earlier today, there is almost no signs of lag. Performance is also very good. Speakers, let me demonstrate that to you right now. Here's speaker quality on the Kyocera Hydro with the speaker right here. So it sounds pretty nice. And that's very nice how you have a little widget while your phone is on a lock screen right here. And it shows the song name, the artist, and the album. So it's very nice. I like that. I didn't even know about that until just now. I just got this phone yesterday. Bear with me. So speaker quality is also excellent. I haven't listened to this phone on headphones yet, so I can't give you my opinion on how that's like. But I bet it's very good. The music player has an equalizer, so that's also a wonderful thing. You're able to customize the type or mode of music, whatever you call that. It's called an equalizer. That's also a wonderful experience. So now we go on to the next phase, the bad part. Cons. Well, the cons, there's no 4G, but with the price that you're paying, which is $130 in the store or online on boostmobile.com, That's a very little con. And basically, all you're doing is shaving off about 3 or 4 seconds with 4G. So I don't see a problem with 3G. And plus, the Sprint nationwide network on Boost Mobile is wonderful. So I don't think you'll have a problem with this phone not being a 4G device. Another con about the phone is that the fact that it has only a 3.2 megapixel camera on the back. But with the LED flash and the price you're paying for this phone, I don't think that will also be a problem. But they could have made the megapixels of the camera a little bit higher, at least a 5 or maybe even an 8. So all in all, the Kyocera Hydro from Boost Mobile has received my highest merits. I'm very satisfied with the way the phone operates and responds to my touch. I'm very satisfied with call quality. I love the Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich operating system on the phone. And I also just like the overall look of the phone. It's very nice. It's very rugged. It's waterproof for all you accident prone people. And it feels really nice in the hand. It's much lighter than my previous phone, the ZT Score, which is smaller, a little bit smaller than my current phone, but it's much heavier. So I do recommend for you to get the Kyocera Hydro. And I would like to thank you for watching this review of the Kyocera Hydro from Boost Mobile. This is Kazashi Light Productions.